Hey everybody, it's Jochen Heiden. I'm back with the Lodrik versus Heiden play by email campaign. We're on 1 February 1942, turn 57, and I am feeling very nervous about this turn. We have a lot at stake right now. Obviously, the big story here is Luganville. I'm sure he's going to attack, but how strong the attack's going to be, and is he using his carriers? Is he going to shore bombard? Are our troops enough? Did we do enough? Did I make the right decision? I don't really know how this is going to go, and uh, we could stand to lose a lot of stuff here if we don't do this right. So let's hope it works. Okay, here we go. 1 February 1942. Let's hope for the best here, but I just don't. I don't know what to expect. All right, Banjoy Wangi, he captured that. That's in Java on the eastern side. Oh, he's still unloading, guys. What is he unloading? Like, what else could he have? Oh, hey, we got a hit in the Kashima. Let's see if we can get another hit on these guys. I normally don't watch these amphibious landings, but I know we've got coastal guns here, so. Oh, getting some hits on this guy too. Oh, got a hit. So we got a hit on the Kashima and the Kasado Maru, which isn't much, but it's something. You know, well, at least we were firing back. Troops, more troops. Yeah, and then he's coming ashore at Sibarowit still. Typically when you see it like speed through the amphibious assault, it's because he's unloading. Oh, come on! You gotta give me a break on this. Really? The Swan's done for. Dang. I mean, Alright, so now we're getting a look at what he's got over here near Murgi. It's a destroyer. You know, if we can run this guy out of depth charges, that could be a good thing. Taking damage here. Okay, well now we know what he's got here. So he's got 4 light cruisers, 2 torpedo boats, and a destroyer. Alright. This on its own isn't going to do too much to like a heavy cruiser, but if he's stationed down here near Mole Mine to pick off merchant ships, I'll tell you what, that's not a lot of escort. If we keep our subs on these guys, we may be able to run them out of depth charges, to which now they're sitting ducks for our subs. So this could be a good thing here. All right. Now we know what this is too. That's the important part. Something just sank. Did you hear that? Something just sank and it wasn't mine. What is it? All right, our coastal guns are going to take some more shots at his amphibious landing here at Loganville. Hopefully we can get some more hits. His guns are going to do very little to us. These light cruiser guns are kind of useless for bombarding. All right, so we fought back. No hits. Now he's landing at Surigao. Now he's getting serious about dealing with Mindanao. So he's landing another base force here. This Another base force. Okay. These typically don't have a lot of infantry. I wonder what his plan is here with this. Okay, you got some coast watchers spotting stuff in port. Now they'll tell you what's in port, not what's like assembled. Up here he's coming again. And our Bofors are actually hitting the AP. These are anti-aircraft guns, and they're firing at these guys. This is actually pretty cool. Our AA guns are actually shooting in defense at the invasion. This is really cool. I didn't know they did that. This AP is actually at risk of getting jacked up here. This is awesome. Check this out. These are howitzers now. Oh, jeez. Oh. So these 155s are actually, these are 6-inch guns, and these will do a number on an AP. Oh, that's not good. If we hear any more sinking sounds this turn, it's going to be this ship. All right, we'll listen throughout the turn. If we hear a ship sinking, that's the one. Oh, shoot. No way. Out here? Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is very telling, okay? So here's what we got. We have these two transports which are retreating from Mindanao, and we just encountered a Japanese patrol boat in the middle of nowhere, okay? So this is what he's doing. He's using patrol boats as like a guard in case we're trying to send our carriers into in case we're trying to send our carriers on a strike, for example, for Japan. So he's got these guys way out here as like a guard, a shield, and we just happen to run into one. That's got to be what this is. All right, we'll look at this in the analysis, but this is really interesting. Now we know he's got a shield patrol boats way out here in case we decide to come in for any reason. Interesting. So the Governor Wright takes a single 8-centimeter shell hit. That's not going to sink the ship at all. It's going to scratch some paint. We'll look at the damage on this ship later, but we should be able to clear this. Oh, no! No! Oh! Okay, we can't go that way. Oh, man, we're in trouble. We just hit a mine at Hakodate, trying to transition through there. And I'll be amazed if we actually can get that ship out of there. That's a bad hit. Okay, we just saw a Japanese float plane out there near whatchamacallit. Uh-huh. So we found some carriers. Hopefully it's the ones that are leaving Luganville. Yeah, it sure looks like it. Man, okay, so these are the carriers that were here. He's moving up towards Singapore now. Look at all these strike aircraft. That's so many. It's almost 180 strike aircraft. So they inflict significant casualties on us as we try to get into Batavia and basically take no damage from it. Man, that's a dangerous fleet right there. Okay, he's attacking Sion. Minimal damage there. Okay, now he's attacking these guys trying to get into Kukong. This is kind of a daily occurrence now. We take no losses there. It might be the overcast, plus Idas don't carry a big bomb load. Wow, check this out. This is a pretty substantial raid coming out of Singapore. He's using these to help soften things up because they're within range to do it. It's a lot of bombers. I'm surprised that he has these down here still. Like for what? Okay, Sonia's hitting Sion. Minor damage. Oh! Uh-oh! I think we're gonna get through, guys. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let's jack up some zeros today. These should be pretty decent pilots. Alright, so in case you're wondering what's going on here, I am sending bombers from Noumea to hit the ground troops at Luganville. We happen to have some P-40s there to assist with this. Hopefully they can do something to the zero. So we'll watch this for a minute, but if this is going to take more than a minute or two to resolve, I'm going to fast forward through this. We should be able to hurt these zeros. Alright, so these are some leftover cap that he's moving in. A few that he assigned probably on long-range cap from the carriers while they're still present. Alright, let's fast forward through here. So we did get through. Clear skies. This is going to be good for us. We're coming in very low. At clear skies and low altitude equals excellent. Alright, so let's look at the damage here. We're reporting 1-0 destroyed. A couple bombers damaged, and unfortunately not a lot of damage to the ground troops here, which is very disappointing. Look how low we were coming in. Alright, so we're attacking the 3 units that he's got there. We did not do much damage to them. But we got more. There's more. So we'll just get through this quick because I doubt that zero is going to do much. So we have more bombers getting through now. Okay. Again, minor casualties. These aren't going to win the war for us by any means. Hopefully we're at least disrupting them, okay? And another raid. B-17's coming through. Hopefully they can do something. Man, I'm just really surprised at the low casualty counts on these. And another raid. More B-26s coming in. Alright, again, we inflict minimal casualties on them despite the altitude and everything else. And I got more. We're not doing enough. We're not doing enough. Alright, that's the day, that's the AM phase. Oh! You hear that, guys? Something else just sank. I bet you it's that AP that we jacked up. It's gotta be. Alright, we got PM strikes coming through. Okay, this is another, this is not good. That's a lot of bombers, guys. He's really hammering this hex. Yeah, he's trying to get through. Okay, he's bombing these guys that were moving out of the hex, sir. And again, another bombing raid to the east of Kukong. He really wants to break through and relieve the troops there. You know, and this might be enough to do it. Because he's got quite a bit more assault value in this hex than we do. We've got terrain, but he's got a lot of power. Okay, now he's still bombing the hex here that we ejected the paratroopers from. And another raid, same spot. This one doesn't do any damage. Okay, and now he's hitting southwest of Changsha again, just trying to damage what he can as we retreat. Oh, B-17's coming in. He's got some escort this time around. Hopefully our gunners can pick off a couple. Escort, I mean, the cap. Let's fast forward. Let's see what gets through. Okay, so we do get through. The weather's not great. Alright, so moderate rain. Apparently we destroy 0. We take 4 damage B-17s. It does not appear that we overtly hit any of the Japanese troops cause casualties, but we targeted the 104th Division, which is the moneymaker of this whole hex. Alright, so this is a parting blow here. Send these valves in to take out this little AMC. I probably should have just disbanded it. I don't even know. Okay, so he actually took out 4 AMCs. These were coming out of Siburo, and I was moving them down here to refuel to send them further south, but they didn't make it. They're not worth hardly anything. It's just giving them more kills. Okay, guys, that's the PM phase. So now is the all-telling ground phase. This is where we're going to see if he attacks at Luganville, how that... there goes another ship there. Okay, we got sub chases out here, and one of our Dutch subs has encountered it. Okay, alright. Oh, look at this. We got the I-175 now hugging the coastline near Melbourne. Our ASW is just so trash. It's frustrating to me. We can never hurt Japanese subs, but they always hurt us. Bummer. Oh my god, more? Okay, so here we go. This is a must-hold for us here, but we've been badly mauled here by his air attacks. Fortunately for us, if you look at these odds, the calculations were in our favor this time, and we do hold again. So that buys us another day in Kukong to get something done. But we cannot keep sustaining these losses indefinitely. That's definitely gonna be a problem. So 388 to 230, and that is the 8th Armored Car Company and the 39th Division. Shock attack. Okay, well this I expected completely. This is the one down here that's just been getting run ragged near Canton, and he's gonna take it out. And it is destroyed. No real surprise there, but these are gonna hurt our points. Now we get the daily Japanese bombardment of Changsha, which is completely waste of his time. He's just burning his supply is all he's doing. We can take these losses all day. We actually lost some vehicles there. Same old thing near Sion. Some losses. We actually take out a little bit of his too. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Okay. We held. We held. All right. So we started the battle with a 182 to 56. He takes a pretty substantial amount of casualties. Now, only 2 destroyed squads, but disabled squads are going to be hard for him to recover right now. All right. We don't lose any tanks, which is awesome. We do lose a fort level. Okay, but, you know, maybe if we pick up the pace with the bombing campaign, we can make up for this. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the effect of losing the fort's going to be on us. But we held out. Amazingly, at Luganville, we held out. And let's see. So the calculation here is 43 to 43. So we have terrain, but that's it. Okay. So now we know. Now we know what we're dealing with. A total of 182 AV, which is actually going to be substantially less now. If you think about it, his AV is going to drop right here. That's 50. That's 38 AV gone versus our 1. So we're going to win this war of attrition if we can get these forts rebuilt. So we held at Luganville, guys. We held at Luganville. Just how long we can hold is another story. I don't know. Japanese deliberate attack is Surigao. So this is what he's got. He's got a crappy base force and 2 completely destroyed naval guard units. If that's all he's got, he's in trouble. I'll tell you right now. All right, now he's coming in. He's going to be taking Sibero. Okay, so he took our seaplane base that was out here to the west of Sumatra. Not surprising at all. Unit is destroyed. Okay, now it's our turn to attack. And he is looking weak. We've got to be able to carry this. Oh, are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. Look at these odds, and we still don't carry the day. Look at this. Oh, unit destroyed. There's 1. Okay, so we don't take it. But we do know that he's down to 247 assault value. We have quite a bit more than that. So we just got to keep at this. All right, he can't keep taking these losses. Look at vehicles and guns lost. He can't replace this right now. What is a little concerning to me is that it does not mention that he's low on supply here. So he's been somehow getting supply into this hex. I don't know how. Maybe via airdrop. But that just means we need to pick up the pace here because we have to finish him. We got to finish him. It's as simple as that. We have much to discuss here. Again, a lot. There's a lot of implications to a lot of the things that we saw. We've got a sub that took a mine. We know he's got patrol boats out in the middle of the ocean. Luganville, Kukong. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna be doing some refits here. Let's see if we get any reinforcements on the map. Can't believe we held out. Ooh, we got a destroyer. Balboa. Some more ships arriving at Balboa. A couple ships coming in at Abaddon. A new Chinese corps just came on the map at Chungking. All right, let us analyze this. Lot to look at here. Oh man, what a turn. Yeah, so we're looking at the action right here, Luganville. But before we get to that, we got to get to a bunch of other stuff. So let's get to it. All right, we will start with the numbers. So aircraft losses this turn, surprisingly, very much in our favor today. 2 to 14. We lost very few aircraft today. Looking at the total numbers, he lost 4 zeros, 2 Lilies, 2 Kates. We lost 2 P-40s, probably operating over Luganville, but that's fine. We got tons of those. And then he lost a Sally, another Sally, a Babs, and some other stuff. Okay. Looking at these, the top pilots for this turn, we have no wounded, missing, or killed. All right, looks like we do have a couple aces here now too. I don't know if these are recent. I don't think these are recent, but we have total for aces. 4 total aces. I don't know what I just said. All right. Taking a look at the let's see, looking at the army loss points. These unfortunately did tick up a bit in for us, probably due to the costly attack at Kukong. His went up as well though. Ship sunk this turn. We had another bad turn for that. Looking at this, we lost the Charles Cramp, which I expected to sink anyway. It was damaged by a sub the other day going into Sydney. I didn't think it was going to make it anyway, so that's fine. These 4 AMCs actually came out of Cibaroa, and I had sent them down to Oosthaven to grab some fuel for a return trip bit. Apparently, they arrived just in time for the Kido Butai to swing by and blow them all up. It does increase our ship loss count, but they're only 1-point ships. The one that really hurt me was the Swan. Okay, this was a good ASW ship, and I don't know what happened here that it got killed so easily. But I basically sent the Swan out here to kind of protect the convoy routes, and of course his stupid sub torpedoed and hit it. I can't ever get luck like that, but apparently he can. His subs are just so much better than me, and they're really, really annoying me. And now we know exactly where they're at. They're here at Noumea. They're definitely at Luganville. Now they're down here in Melbourne, and then we know they're out here too. So he's got us surrounded with subs. It's very obnoxious, but I just don't have enough ASW assets to deal with it. Now, it's not showing any Japanese ships sunk here, but I know for a fact that this AP, which I will show you here, the Casado Maru, that thing is finished, for lack of a better term. Let's take a look at this. So he was unloading apparently the rest of his troops onto Noumea. I'm sorry, Luganville, and I'm pretty sure that's all of them. But take a look at this. I had no idea that shore-based AA gun batteries would fire at ships, but apparently they do. The Casado Maru got lit up by Bofors and 37 millimeter guns from the AA units on the base. I had no idea they did this, but they made Swiss cheese out of the Casado Maru, and that thing went down. We heard a ship sinking sound, and that's got to be what it was. In fact, we may have actually heard two ship sinking sounds. Maybe you guys can go back and listen again. I I thought I heard two, but I definitely one, and the one that I didn't hear was the Casado Maru. That thing's finished. So that does help us out a little bit. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in the intel that we want to take a look at here. So yeah, we're not showing that Japanese ship sunk, but I know we sank it. Unfortunately, the point spread continues to go in his favor. He's now about 1,700 points in the lead. Not much I can do about that right now. We just got to hold on for dear life. That's all we can really do here. All right, so you guys got a good look at the numbers. Let's see if the SIGINT's showing anything good. No? No. Oh, I know what this is. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to fix this. I was playing an AI game earlier, just experimenting some stuff, and it copied over. I'm going to pause this video and then fix it. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Check it out. Magic. SIGINT. Okay. Let's take a look at this, see if there's anything important here. Get some tanks on Java. It's bringing in an infantry division at Casualties. Heavy volume of radio transmission at Singapore. We'll check that. Yeah, look at that. Imperial Guards Division is heading to Casualties. Okay. So he's bringing in quite a lot of AV assault value to what's it called? Java. So that those two divisions, once they're fully formed up, will be 800 to 900 AV. That's quite a bit. Plus whatever else he's already got there. So he's bringing a lot of troops down there to Java to neutralize it. Okay. So let's take a look at Singapore real quick and see if we can see anything noteworthy there. Nothing in particular. We know he's got some ships, but it doesn't really tell us a whole lot. Okay, let's take a look at the operations report. I'm going to scroll through this and I'll point out anything that I think is noteworthy. If not, I will just okay. So the Charles Cramp sights a Japanese float plane near Sydney. So we know that one of his subs near Sydney has a float plane. Okay. I don't buy this at all. One Japanese ship near Adka Island. I don't believe it. Okay, scrolling through. Float planes near Rangoon. Ki-46 Dina over Siberowit. Alright, this is kind of telling. Tulagi expands airfield to size 1. So we know he's definitely there, and he's building that up. And we knew he was there, but he actually got a size 1 airfield now. Okay, we got some DDs that are going down for refits at Melbourne. Am I supposed to know this? 5th Mongolian Cavalry Division? Choi Balsan? I don't think that's ours, is it? Okay. Oh, we got a destroyer at Cape Town that we'll be able to put to use, and a few other cargo ships at Balboa. All right, and we had the another British tanker, and we have a new Chinese unit at Chongqing. So good stuff. All right. Anyway, let's take a look at that new Chinese unit, and then we'll get into our analysis. So the 89th Chinese Corps. All right, that thing's pretty weak. Hopefully this thing will start building up to its TOE. So I'm going to set this up to replacements on. Rest. Kind of let that do its thing, and the rest of these guys will start building up. All right. So in China, let's start from the top down. Nothing new to report up north. Our unit is almost back to Urimchi. We're still in the process of reinforcing Langchao, but we will definitely get here before he does. So he's on his way down from Hami. He'll take Ansi and Qiuchuan and move on further down, but he will, of course, hit the brick wall at Langchao. And that's a good thing for us because in the meantime, that's supplying all the fuel we need for our heavy industry. For example, in Chongqing to keep supplies coming in, right? In Xi'an, it's the usual. He keeps bombing this airfield. To what end, I don't know. We're not trying to build anything there anyway, so to me, it's wasted sorties. Here at Ankang, not Ankang, south of Xi'an, he's doing his usual bombardments and again blowing supplies because it's not really hurting us. Same at Changsha. He's not really hurting us at all here with this stuff. Every turn he does it, he's blowing his supplies that he just doesn't have enough of to be wasting. So he can bombard us until his heart's content, and it won't change anything. And in the meantime, he stopped bombing the city, so we're back to building fortifications again. And if we get this back to size 4 forts, he'll never take it. So we had another attack here, and unfortunately, this unit is starting to fall apart. Their AV numbers are quite low. I am concerned that they will fold next turn. We're having a little bit of trouble getting supply to them, and they just keep getting bombed. So he may bust through here next turn, and we might be in some trouble. So, and in addition, at Kukong, we were not successful in destroying his forces. So I need to get drastic here. Let's take a look at the combat resolution here. Where's it at? All right, it didn't work out so great once again. And here's something that I'm seeing here that's a bit concerning. Do you notice that it doesn't say he's out of supply? He's been getting supply in here every turn, and how I think he's doing it is I think he's using aircraft to drop supply into these units from Canton. I think he's got his transport aircraft dropping supply in here to keep these guys somewhat supplied. I wouldn't think that would have been enough, but apparently it is. It's enough that it changed the combat report such that he's not showing low on supply. Now, what we did do was destroy... we did destroy a unit, okay? Probably one of his gun units, but we need to do more than that. We need to do way more than destroy units. The rest of his units are alive and well. So we're going to have to keep chipping away at this. It's just frustrating that we can't seem to finish this guy off. And if he breaks through here, my concern is that he'll open up this hex side soon, right? And be able to start getting at an escape route for these guys out of Kukong. I really want to kill them before they can get out. So I'm going to be trying very hard here in the next turn or two to continue working on this guy to finish him off. Because I got to get these guys out of here. There's just no other way around it. We got to get him out. All right. Well, otherwise in China, that's it. We're basically at a standstill besides that. Looking over here in Burma. So we know exactly what's over here. In this task force here is a bunch of light cruisers. I don't really know what their end goal is, but let me see if I can find it here. The O-21 took a few hits, but nothing substantial. What I am going to do is continue hammering down on this guy until he moves it out. The thing is that he has one destroyer escort in this entire thing, and when he's out of ASW ammo, his ships could be at risk of getting torpedoed because he won't have a ship to pin us down with. So we're going to come after him here and do everything we can to neutralize this unit while it's out here, to push him south. This here is the battleship task force that we put a torpedo in a few days ago at Akyab. He's moving far south. He's done here. This other guy's a patrol boat unit. I don't know what they're doing, but he has them all in one hex. So we're just going to move our subs down here and just try to go to town on these guys and get them out of here. In the meantime, I'm going to attempt to move some of these units out and back north towards Calcutta to get another supply run going, because he's given us a window. I think he's a little more concerned about moving aircraft up, not aircraft, but ships up this way, because we've shown that we're able to attack them. So maybe this is the time we need to start moving more supply. We must get supply into Rangoon. It's critical to our war effort. All right. Other than that, everything's looking pretty good here in the Indian Ocean. This is where we lost those ships at Osthaven. They had come from Siberowit, and we're down here. He also, interestingly, sent bombers from Singapore to support the attack as if they really needed it. They didn't. But now that that's neutralized, I'm curious where he's going to start sending his bombers. If he was smart, he'd send them to Palembang. We don't really have much there. I don't think he knows that. Well, he should. He has the detection there. See that? So he should know what we got. He should start bombing it. I don't know. He needs to bomb it. He really needs to bomb it. All right, now, this is the other part of the Keto Butai. This is the other half of it. And this one is definitely stronger than the one down in near Luganville. It's got a lot of fighters and a lot of bombers, 180. This is a very potent package here. I am curious what he's doing. I think he's probably moving up to Singapore to rearm. But from here, I'm not sure where he's intending to go. So we need to keep a close eye on this. This could be something that is a cause for concern in the near future. If he elects to start sending these guys up to up here, we're not going to have much to stop it with. So we need to keep an eye on this guy. So for now, I know he's going to Singapore. He's going to top off the fuel, patch up the ships, put some more aircraft in there. But from there, I don't know where he's going. He can either go north or south. And if he goes north, it's bad. If he goes south, it's not so bad. Why is it not so bad? Because we know we're losing Java anyway, so it's not a big deal if it reduces it. We did get the rest of our troops into Batavia. Now we just need to get the supply to flow in there. And it's not right now. But we do have sufficient forces there to hold it with whatever he's currently got on the islands and this part of it. Down further south, he's got a lot of troops, okay? Now, once all these troops find their way up to Batavia and Bandoang, it's probably game over. But in the meantime, we can still hold it. So I just need to see what he's trying to do here. But we got a little bit of time on Java, okay? Nothing really happening over here in the Philippines now. We're cornered in Bataan, and we're very weak because we have no supply. So really, he just needs to come here and finish the job. I don't know why he didn't immediately pursue us in here, but he should, and then that'll be it. On this last turn, he landed at base force, and he took Surigao, and I don't really know what he's trying to do because he has those naval guard units are still destroyed, and a base force does not have a lot of AV. Meanwhile, we got the killers of Cagayan heading down the road here. We're going to take Butuan, and then we're going to continue on and push him back off this island. I don't know if he knows what he's got coming, but when we get in here, we're going to go up here because those Naval Guard units, which normally have all the assault value, are just too weak. So unless he lands a ton more support in the form of more troops, my Cagayan killers are going to go up here and trash these guys. So we need about a week to get to Surigao, and after that, it's game on. Everything down here in the Dutch East Indies and Celebes, Suram, it's pretty quiet right now. We're just kind of getting our act put back together. Don't really know where his carriers went, but I don't really care either. So we're just going to hang out here and wait and see what he does. We're good for now. Over here in Australia, it's super quiet. Nothing's happening. No, nothing. We are definitely doing good. We're getting lots of fuel unloaded here. We got tons of fuel coming into Perth this turn. We also have more fuel and supply coming into Albany, which is our alternate arrival site on Western Australia. So all of this stuff is going to be great, and it's going to flow down this way to Sydney and Melbourne where we really need it. Here's the big problem down here right now is subs. We got subs crawling all over the place. We got one here. We got a couple over here. He may have more in here. Who knows where he's got them. But he's got subs all through here. And this is a very important place for stuff to come into. So we're going to really have to figure out a way to get our ships in here safer. Because I just can't afford to be losing ships coming in here. What if he takes out a troop ship or something with aircraft or a headquarters unit, for example? I can't afford to lose those. So I really hope that I can come up with a better solution for these convoys, because I'm really worried about subs right now. And we know that he has a lot, at least 3 down here, if not more. Probably several here, at least one at Luganville, if not more. We know he had a couple down here. Let's see where else, if we can see anything else here. Well, I don't know. He's got subs everywhere. That's important, and I got to figure out how to counteract those. And this is down here is where we lost the Swan. I thought he'd actually do good and chase the sub away, but he ate a torpedo instead. So let's finish with the grand finale, Luganville. So we withstood the first attack this turn. Okay, let's take a look at the actual combat report. Let's see here. Right here. So this is what he's got. He has the Maizuru first SNLF, second SNLF, and the 61st Naval Guard. And we disabled a lot of squads. All right. That's going to help us here. And these are the units that we have defending. And the nice thing is, next turn, this Field Artillery Battalion, what's left of it, will be unpacked and ready to get into the fight. That guy says forward. Let me fix that. All right, here's what we got left. We still have the tanks, which are basically impervious to him. We have the base forces, which seem to be holding in, for a total of 40 AV. So he lost a lot of AV on this attack. And I don't know what his supply situation is. So I'm hoping that he's low on supply already. I don't know exactly what he brought with these guys, but I imagine it wasn't a whole lot. Issue is now he took down our fortification level. So I'm sure that was helping us in our defense. Now we don't have it. So I don't know if we took down enough AV to continue neutralizing his attacking troops. So we need to really stay on the bomber offensive from the Maya. We're going to keep hitting that. And then we also need to just hold tight. I got to find a way to get more reinforcements to Loganville, but right now I don't see how to do it. They're just too far away. They don't have the ships in place. So I need to figure out how to get troops there, and it's going to be a while before I can do it. So we got to hold out for a while longer. Hopefully this lack of fortification isn't going to be a showstopper for the next turn. I really don't know how that's going to go. In the meantime, too, because we're overstacked, our aircraft are not going to get repaired as fast as I want. And he still has some ships sitting off the coast. Well, I suspect they're going to head off soon. I believe this to be the one that had the A painter that sank. But it says ship sighted 7. I don't know if that's fog of war or something else. I am concerned what all is still left. Then we have his carriers, which are moving off to lick their wounds because they did take a lot of losses. We have these guys, which I think are part of the initial invasion force. There's no CAs in there. These are all light cruisers and a couple APDs. They're moving off. But what is this then? Leftover? And then I want to show you this. This is something that I just spotted coming down. We have another task force heading down southeast. Southeast is this direction. And I can guarantee you I know which way he's going. This is probably heading to Luganville to add more troops to this assault. And that's very concerning to me. This should be here. Let's see. 22. I give this maybe moving at 6 hexes a day, 6 to 7 hexes a day, maybe 6 to 8 hexes. Let's call it 8 hexes a day. He can be down there in 3 days, ready to unload. So we're really gonna have to figure out how to beat him there, because he has a lot shorter distance to go than we do. You know, and it's just very concerning as to what he's bringing to the fight, and I'm really concerned that it's going to be more troops to Luganville, and if he brings any more troops than what he's already got here, we can't hold. I just can't. So we're going to watch this carefully, but we have maybe 3 days at most to make something happen here at Luganville. I expect his carriers to be heading back to either Rabaul or Truck to rearm. I'm hoping they go to Truck, but I don't know. I know Truck has got the port size to handle it. I don't think Rabaul does, but at the same time, if he has any AKEs or anything else like that, then they can rearm these guys, and then he'll be back. So it's a race against time. So apparently in our campaign, Luganville is the new Guadalcanal, and it's happening 7 months faster than historically we had our battle on Guadalcanal. This is a little Guadalcanal, and this is going to be a meat grinder. And I really hope that we can come out on top, but it's going to be hard to do it. So that's our turn. I'm really happy that we held. I hope we can continue to hold at Luganville. I hope we can continue to inflict losses on him here. And in the meantime, we're just going to get our act together. We're going to continue attacking in China. We're going to continue figuring out Rangoon and how to get supply in there. And we're going to hold Luganville at all costs. So thank you so much for supporting me and Lodrik on this campaign. If you want to know more about my plans and some of the stuff that I'm doing, come over to my Discord and I can add you to our secret channels. I have one for me and Lodrik has one. So if you're interested in the Japanese side, we can give you access to that too. And Lodrik is active there and he'll talk about what he's doing more than he'll talk in his videos, right? And same for me. So come over to Discord if you're not there yet. But I'm going to end this video now. I'm going to get this turn cranked out tonight and get it back to Lodrik so we can get this campaign continuing on the road. See you on the next one.